I was doing a job and this thing was in the basement. I kind of tripped over it by accident in the basement, but I was gonna buy it off the lady. I asked her how much she wanted for it. She said, if you want it, take it. I mean, this is pretty cool. I mean, hasn't been used in probably forever. The chain looks, hold up, looks really dry. So, I mean, it needs a good oiling. The vise, not sure its condition. I mean, I'm gonna probably clean it up, paint it up, see. So let's quickly, I mean, little simple green on it, just to see what its condition looks like. But that simple green work its way in there for a minute. I mean, this is the old style Ridgid. This is when they put the G and D kind of together, not the new way they spell Ridgid. I don't know. This is well used. It's got a number on it. So it was probably like part of a company at one point. Her dad was a plumber. That's what she told me. I mean, it's a Ridgid number 450. TRISTAND, goes up to 5-inch. This is a great, I love antique tools. I mean, I'm gonna restore this thing, make it look nice, and then friggin' use it. Because that's what you're supposed to do with old friggin' tools, right? Use them. I love Ridgid tools. They're like the greatest tool. I mean, just lately I feel like a trader. Because, well, I started using a Milwaukee, but this jaw looks a little beat up. Let me get some water. Alright, so I let that stuff sit on it for a minute. Let's rinse it real fast. I know it's a little cold out. I know I shouldn't really get this wet, but I want to get a lot of that gunk off of here. Oh, the wind knocked my WD-40 bottle over. So it's got a E51 on it. Don't know what that means. This thing probably was sitting in this basement. I'm gonna guess probably 14, 15 years, if not more, because it was her father's. She's like 54, 55, so this thing could be like 50 years old. But it's now mine. A lot cleaner than it was. All right. The next time I clean it, will probably be like WD or something. I'm gonna spray with WD once it dries down. But this thing should be able to take some water. I'll get some chain lube on this thing. I do want to get some WD. Steel brush. I might have to get a new vise jaw. It looks a little beat up, but not too worried about that. So I did grab some rags, so I forgot about that. Alright, so it's Ridgid 450. I mean, there's no way I got all the gunk off of here. There's lots of stuff here. I'm just drying it up somewhat. So I said I'm gonna need some WD or something. I just don't want it to leave it soaked. Curious if the chain mechanism works. mean, its initial lock, if it even had a lock initially, is gone. It's got a little tiny wire. Where'd I see it? Over here, that they're using to tie it up, like this little baling wire. Well, new tools are always good. And I will be working on this thing to restore it up, give it a nice paint job. I gotta find that Ridgid color. This is a very nice old Vise. Well, let's see. So, figure right there, I got pipe in here, got that much chain, and okay, the chain mechanism works on here. So, to there. Oop, it's jammed. Maybe you can't bring that much in. What is the chain? I guess it rolls it up in here. Yeah. So. See the condition of the teeth though before I call a little day on this thing, a little WD. Water displacement's always good, especially after giving it a bath. Prevents stuff from wanting to rust. I got no problem with using some WD on metal. I know a lot of guys like freaking out like, WD sucks! Don't use WD! But it is good for water displacement. And it'll even help break some of this gunk up better. Even the chain. Get some WD on the chain. What I want to clean, I'm gonna get a wire brush right now, which I actually have in my truck. And then just wire brush that. I could leave that WD on here. Just let it dry for now, because I'm not going to use it for a bit. So I have a wire brush right here. And a dry rag. It's pointless. This here is some of the excess WD. I won't be able to carry it. But that'll help it not rust at all. And that also help take some of the little bit of the gunk off. I mean, this is an awesome tip. That's all I gotta say. I was gonna buy it, and the lady just told me to take it for fixing her heat. So, just to get it out of her basement, more or less, that's pretty much what it was. It was more like, yeah, just get it out of my basement. Yeah, I'm gonna probably get a new jaw as I do this restore, because this thing was used and abused. You could see this jaw is not brand new. It has teeth on it, but that tooth is pretty mashed up. I know Ridgid sells this, so. So I definitely am gonna get a new jaw. E51. I mean, who knows where in the world, what company this came from or anything. I mean, this thing's been probably, like I said, probably sitting for years. All right, and even this is pretty beat up. Looks like somebody may have welded it back together. So I'm gonna look online for a new one, see if I could find that, because that's been welded together. Here's my new pipe vise stand. I mean, I have another pipe vise, an NYE pipe vise that I'm going to restore also. I like restoring old tools. I don't know, something about them. New tools are cool, but there's just history in this thing. This thing friggin' is used and abused. Oh. So, well guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Tell me what is one of the coolest tips that you got from a customer, because this is up there. I mean, this I actually think is better than money. I'll never forget this customer. Money you get, you friggin' spend it, and you forgot your customer a little bit here. You'll never forget. Oh, yeah. So even though I sprayed it with water, I did WD it up real good. And now I know what I need to fix on it. I mean, it'll work, I'm sure, how it is, but that's probably the oil of the chain. I gotta clean that up too. But all right, well, till next time. Can't wait to fix this thing up. But this is a great this video, because this is an awesome HVAC tool, especially to get for free. I know it's old, it's beat up, but hey, as a tip, I mean, I was willing to pay 50 bucks for it. I mean, it's probably worth like 200 on eBay or something like that. So I mean, I probably would have spent 200 if I wanted to buy one, but for 50 bucks, I mean, everybody could always use a friggin' pipe vise. No matter what, I mean, a pipe vise always comes in handy. I guess the old paint on the bottom is coming off. Oh, look, it's still got the original paint on the bottom. I was wiping it off with my rag. Oh well, it won't last forever. And then here we've got the E51 again. So, well, till next time, I'm out.